What's up, guys? Second half of today's podcast, bonus edition. We got the UFC news and fight announcements and the PFL 2024 championships recap. It's your host, as always, Adam Martin and Big Marcel 24. We're here with you guys. It is Sunday, December 1st, 2024. We just did the UFC 310 preview. If you missed it, go back and watch it. It was a fun little preview, Marcel. We talked a lot about fights, talked about some tzatziki sauce, talked about some other stuff. So go ahead and join and listen to that if you missed it. But like I said, we're going to do the PFL 2024 championship recap, and we're going to talk about UFC fight announcements. I would think this is about maybe 10, 15 minutes. Nothing crazy, but we did want to get a little bonus podcast out there for you guys if you want. So we got Joe in the chat, hopefully a few other people, but again, this was kind of like it's a short optional podcast, I'd say. Marcel, I know that you watched the main card. We just talked a little bit off camera. Some of the prelims. What did you think about this PFL card overall? What do you think, man?
Yeah, man, it was entertaining, I think, the main card, except for the last fight, everything went to a finish. So, it was fun to watch. I had fun. What can you say? I had fun. Yeah.
I had fun. I'm glad, dude. Yeah, I think the main card was great, personally. I think the fights were, the finishes were nasty, like really good finishes. And, some people have said, like, oh, well, I didn't expect this card to be good. I feel like most of the PFL final cards have been good over the years. Like, I've watched all of them. I think they've been really good. Some of like the cards during the season aren't so great, but the final cards have always been great. So let's go through this card, Marcel. Let's start with the top and work our way down. So in the featherweight main event, featherweight title fight, we had Timur Hizriev defeat Brendan Lofton by decision. Dominant fight, won every round, just beat the shit out of Brendan Lofton. Brendan's face looked like Rory McDonald when he fought Robbie Lawler, in my opinion, Marcel. It looked like the same. Just a complete dominant fight, and 18-0 now for this guy. And Marcel, a lot of fans, and this happens every year with PFL. I wish this guy was in the UFC. They're saying, I wish he was too, though. He looked great. And to be honest, dude, I think he beat some guys in the top 15 right now. What do you think of this guy?
Yeah, for sure. When you said Rory McDonald, I heard Ronald McDonald. I was like, what the Yeah, he looked really good, I think, but we expected it pretty much. I like Brandon Loughnane a lot, but I think it was this was a tough matchup for him, and we knew that getting into that fight that it would have been a tough matchup, and it showed. I really think he would do well in the UFC, because so yeah. What do you think?
I think he'd be top 15. Like, I think he could be like a Bryce Mitchell, Giga Chikadze. I think he beats those guys. So he's top 15 to me. Maybe top 10. I think he's really good.
But is he really family of Alias Cup? Because
yes, it's his brother. Yeah. He has another brother in ACA too. He's like 3-0. So they have three brothers. Where the hell is that guy, Alias Cup?
I have no idea.
My question is, why didn't the UFC sign this guy too? Why wasn't it like a package deal? Then again, he would be making 12-12 right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
Again, if you're like a good fighter that you think you can win these tournaments, you're better off going to PFL. I don't think it's a bad option. The thing about PFL is there's a lot of stuff. Like, for instance, it took 20 minutes for this card to start, 25 minutes or so. We're like, what the fuck? Stop. So they have this guy rapping. So a guy from Toronto, actually, he's like rapping. I'm like, I don't care about this guy. Start the fight.
Same, yeah.
And the card was like 8 hours long or something, or 9 hours or something.
Fucking long, dude.
You watched the whole thing, right? You watched
No, definitely not. I saw like the Costello Vincennes knockout, and then I just waited till the main card. Dude, I'm really not going to watch it all. I'm sorry, guys. It's like 1 week we don't have the UFC, so I'm kind of a little bit like, and I watched it. I watched the main card, but I didn't tweet about it because I was like, I'm just going to chill,
No, I understand. We had our boy Zach. He watched the whole card. He's dedicated, man.
Of course he does.
You gotta love it. So, all right, let's go through the card really quick, guys. Tristan, what's up, man? Glad to have you here, dude. You missed the preview, Tristan. Go ahead and go back and watch that. Oh, I don't know if you missed it. I think you did, but go back and watch if you want. We'll talk about Dakota after, but yeah, there's a championship clause, and I think all their contracts where they have to fight another year. So, sorry, the Sopranos is a great show, dude. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool card. I saw the highlights of those early fights, but yeah, this card was great. PFL stands funny. All right. Next fight. Yeah, Dakota. Let's talk about her. Amazing performance. I honestly wasn't sure. I really wasn't, Marcel. I know you weren't either. Like Santos, I hold in high regard. I think she's a very good fighter. Dakota, not only did she knock her out, but she out wrestled her too. She won every part of this fight. It was an incredible performance. And I know a lot of people were sold on her. I'm not saying I wasn't, because I thought she was good for a while, but I just thought Santos was going to be able to grind her out, and I was wrong. It's too bad she can't fight in the UFC, though. I mean, it's good for her because she's going to make probably another $1 million next year, and I don't know who they can really find as a flyweight like free agent that would give her like a fight. Maybe Liz Carmouche could grind her out, but even then, I think yeah, I mean, maybe, right? But even then, it's like, probably not.
Yeah.
Dakota's good, though. And again, it's a shame she's not in the UFC, because honestly, Marcel, she's immediately top 10 at the flyweight division. Like, immediately. Potentially top 5. But she looked amazing.
She would beat a lot of girls in the UFC, I think. I'm not sure.
Who wins? Her and Macy Barber, who wins?
I'm not sure, to be really honest. I would pick her maybe, but I mean, I want to say Macy Barber, Natalia Silva, Manon Fiorot. I'm not sure, man. I think these are very tough matchups for her. But for example, I can see her beat like Caitlin Sermonara, for example. You know, she would be very competitive with Rose, I think. A lot of people say she would beat Valentina Shevchenko. I'm not sure, man, about that, but we'll see. But she definitely has, in a couple of years. Why not, you know? At the same time, I agree with Tristan. Tyler Santos looked bad, man. I mean, what the hell,
she did.
You know?
She did.
Really bad performance, and I'm not going to downgrade that for Dakota here. I thought Santos was going to win. Dakota did very well, but she's stuck with PFL now, you know? That sucks.
Well, does it really suck? I mean, she just made $1 million. It sucks.
Yeah, that's good. But I mean, if you want to challenge yourself competitively, then it sucks, you know?
These are prize fighters, you know, so I don't blame her for. And again, you know what?
I don't blame her either.
The UFC could have signed her.
True.
And they didn't. So you got to give PFL some credit with these guys too, like Khizriev, her. These are fighters. Like, there's a lot of, you know, fighters the UFC caught like input and some guys, but there's some fighters that they signed, they scouted and they signed, and they're good. So give them some credit there. Dakota has nothing with time. She's 25, right? She's super young. You know what's crazy? So she did a face-off as a joke with Tyler Santos' daughter, who's 7. Like, it's realistic then, and I'm sure that girl trains because her mom is, you know, a world-class fighter. I know you guys are going to think this is crazy, but it's possible in 15 years that girl's like 22. She could fight Dakota, and they could just show that picture again. How crazy is that, eh? It's crazy. It's possible.
Who knows?
All right. Natalia beat Aaron. I think so. Natalia beats Dakota too, I think. You know, although I'd love to see it because I think people would bet on Dakota, and I'd like to pick her. Dakota over Rose and Barber. Interesting.
The thing with Rose is what Rose shows up. That's always with Rose, you know.
Dakota, Aaron, who you pick? Honestly, after that fight, probably Dakota because, dude, I mean, she out wrestled Santos. That's what surprised me. It's not the striking. She out wrestled her. Oh, you know, Marcel loves Natalia. I think we both like her to be a champ potentially one day. Who will Jake fight? I'll say this: he's never fighting MMA. Yes or no?
Jake Paul. Yeah, or he's fighting somebody who's 40 or 45 or something, you know.
A rematch with Ben Askren. No, they wouldn't do that. Manon would beat Dakota. Manon, actually, that would be a good fight. Manon is very good.
I think Manon would beat Dakota.
Manon probably, you know, I don't say probably. Manon could beat Valentina, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, she looked amazing. All right, let's go to the next fight here. I'll give you some credit because I liked the input and I was wrong. You liked Dovlet Yagjimuradov knocks him out in the first round, 1 minute, Marcel.
I picked Impa though, but
you did, but you were like
on the fence.
Confident in me. Yeah. And we knew about this guy from Bellator, and you knew about him from ACA, I think, from before that, right? And he was kind of like up and down, dude. He really stepped it up when that $1 million was on the line. Incredible knockout, amazing, right? Yeah,
very good, very solid.
And, what was Impa thinking though? Going for a brawl for $1 million is a stupid game plan. Like I thought he would wrestle him or fight smarter, right?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, and I like Impa a lot, man. But this wasn't a good game plan yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's go to the next fight. Shamil Musayev, amazing knockout here over Magomed Umalanta, third round. I'll ask you this: where is he fit in the UFC welterweight division? Is he top 10?
Top 5.
He beats Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, right?
Yeah.
He beats Gilbert Burns, right?
Yeah.
Does he beat Joaquin Buckley?
Yeah.
Does he beat Ian Machado Gary?
I would pick him, but I wouldn't be sure.
Dude, I think that odds are close for that if that happens. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. That knockout was nasty.
He's good.
I know some people are going to listen to us talk about this and be like, these guys are in PFL. They're not fighting the best guys. Dude, these guys are good. These guys are legit. 20-0-1. beyond impressive. And again, he was in Bellator, right? Give Bellator credit; they had him, right?
KSW.
Sorry, my bad. KSW. That's what I should have said. M1. And again, UFC could have signed him, and they didn't. They didn't pick him up. He was champion in KSW. Yeah, he was welterweight champ, right? No. Sorry, he wasn't. He wasn't welterweight.
No, he was never champ there.
Yeah, he could have been though. I think if he stuck around. But yeah, he's excellent. And yeah, I mean, think about it. He knocked out Logan Storley, who was a really good fighter in Bellator for a while too. So, sorry, that's where I got confused. But obviously, PFL bought Bellator. It's kind of the same thing. Anyway. Although Bellator should just go away at this point.
PFL.
This guy looked amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to see him. What's next for him? But again, someone and this was a question. I'll just pull it up again. It's the same thing. There's a championship clause, and yeah, can we expect a co-main on the Francis card with Carmouche? Probably. I mean, I think she'll probably end up fighting Liz Carmouche next year. Mm-hmm. She'll probably go through the tournament again and then fight Liz again. I would guess, right? Does that seem?
If I was her, I'd not doing a tournament again
to get out of the contract sooner. Yeah.
Or if she wants to have another million, do the tournament again. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's kind of how Kayla got her. But I think they gave Kayla, because Kayla did a lot for the company. They were like, "Hey, you can go now," right? And now they talk.
Yeah, but she didn't. She didn't do a She didn't do the tournament last time, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? So, Pato thinks Usai beats Bilal. I think Gary's harder fight. Maybe Dakota will beat her. Oh, minus 2,500 at this point. Yeah, you won't get better odds than what you've had during the season with her. I think she was like it wasn't a big favorite over Jenna Bishop, right? I don't think it was that crazy. I could be wrong. We saw Gamrot was supposed to fight. Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Doumbé? Oh, that's interesting too. That would be fun. All right, let's go to the next fight here.
Musayev destroys Doumbé, man. Let's be honest.
Doumbé's a good striker, but yeah, probably loses. Gadzi Rabidanov knocks out Brent Primus. Amazing knockout. You know what? And I was wrong with this one too. Like I really think Brent Primus is a good fighter. Dude, he got destroyed. He got knocked down, I think 3 times in this fight. Maybe 4 times. It was just brutal. It was just knockdown after knockdown city. This was a nasty finish. Incredible knockout. And again, this guy's super legit. He was in Bellator. You know, he's had a few losses in his career, but overall, very, very dangerous fighter. He's on a massive win streak right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 fight win streak. He's good, Marcel. He hasn't lost. He's lost once in like the last 10 years or something. So he's another guy that, again, he would do well in the UFC, Marcel, right?
I think he would. Yeah, man. He looked good against Brent Primus. We both picked Brent to win.
Not our best pick, but whatever. I mean,
no, but hey, we we say we do, so we did. But yeah, good win for Rabidanov. Yeah, what can I say else? Good win for him. He looked great. He knocked him down 2 times, and the 3rd time was over, I think. So yeah, can't say anything else than a great win. Looking forward what's next for him.
There was also obviously another title fight here. Heavyweights, Marcel, the fatties, but they're not fat. These guys are in good shape. Denis Goltsov, tactical submission triangle choke over Oleg Popov. Amazing. Because, dude, I'm like, okay, this fight's going exactly how I thought it would. Popov's just going to grind him out. And then fucking triangle choke. First off, like, it's so hard to see triangle choke succeed at this level of the sport. And for it to happen in the $1 million fight is pretty amazing. I'll give Goltsov credit. He's a guy that, he's kind of flaked in the past, Marcel, when he's had these big fights. He's lost. Mm-hmm. Give him credit, dude. This was incredible. And he had a nice run. He beat Vasyl, Thiago Santos, Tim Johnson, and Oleg Popov this season. He has some good wins, dude. Like, he has tons of wins over UFC veterans. So, not the best fighter. Obviously, we've seen him lose. But, man, this was an amazing submission. And for Popov, I mean, dude, he wasn't careful enough. He just kind of took it for granted. What'd you think?
Yeah, same thing, man. I mean, it looked good early on for Popov, but he got in the triangle. And good one for Goltsov, man. And yeah, I'm happy I picked Goltsov. Was kind of a dog pick, I think. But yeah, I mean, well done by him. He had so many tournaments where he didn't get to the final. Now he got to the final and he got the win. So good for him. And with Popov, he will be back for sure, man. He's a good fighter. So yeah.
No, I agree.
To say. I don't think Goltsov and Ngannou, they're gonna probably do that. But to be really honest, I
mean, Francis is going to be minus 1,000 probably in that fight.
Something like that, yeah.
Francis probably knocks him out, but yeah, yes. Yes. Do you guys think Baki? Yeah, I don't know. I thought he signed with the UFC, didn't he?
No, he didn't. That was a false reporting.
Oh, okay.
Maybe in the future, who knows?
That fight with Doumbé with the splinter was so weird. It was just so weird. That should have been. What's it called?
No contest.
Yeah. Well, there you go. True. I picked one of them right. I know we did the preseason tournament. I can't remember who I picked. I think I ended up picking Popov, but I forgot. But yeah, I'll take the preseason pick. Thanks, True. I appreciate that, buddy. Aim for John to call out Goldsmith next to Duck Tom. That's funny. All right. A couple other fights here. Oh, I mean, I didn't watch the Mina fights. I'm going to be honest. I didn't watch them.
Also not.
And then a couple other ones on the early prelims. We had Mansour Barnaoui get the win. Marcel, really good fighter. Slim gets a split decision. I don't think this guy's that good, Marcel. I'll tell you that. My boy Jeremy Kennedy, Canadian, lost to Gabriel Braga. There was short notice. Braga stepped up on 24 hours notice and won. That's amazing. Jose Perez, that's Zach's boy. He loses. And then your guy. It's funny. We had my guy, Zach's guy, and your guy in a row. Your guy Costello gets the nasty knockout 48 seconds. I'm assuming he'll be in the tournament next year. Is that fair to say?
He was supposed to fight for the Bellator title, actually, when he beat Gregory Babin, because that was the number one contender fight officially. So I don't know why they made this fight, maybe to keep him busy. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, let's get to a couple other sorry, guys. I don't know why I put that comment on the screen. My bad. I read in a French outlet, Baki got sued. I'm not sure. Eris, maybe it makes sense. What's his name? Guy who's Gon's coach. What's the guy's name?
Fernand Lopez.
A lot going on there. Goltsov and Rugrug. I would take Goltsov. And that guy that Rugrug beat, that guy Malakin, he is overrated. It's funny because there was a certain website that was hyping him up to be like the next Francis Ngannou. They're like, he's going to give Francis a tough fight, and then he loses to Rugrug. It's like, wow, you know? Jeez. All right, let's go to some fight announcements, guys. Pull up Marcel's page. I'm going to make sure I don't pull up the wrong page here, Marcel. So, let's pull it up here, guys. We have a couple of fight announcements. Not a ton. This is our last thing we'll talk about.
By the way, Adam has an OnlyFans now. If you subscribe, he pays you $2. You don't have to pay $2. He pays you $2.
Yeah. Now, by the way, I gotta pull the sponsor up too. I should do that right now before the fight announcements. All right, let's go. I want a 5.u. All your betting needs. Let's go pull it up here. We got William Gomis taking on Hyder Amil. Hyder broke this matchup. I'm pretty sure Alex had mentioned this to us, Marcel, in private. I can't remember now, but it's a good fight, right? Like it's actually maybe not. Maybe it could be Gomis making it boring. I
think Gomis had luck against Brito, man. I think Brito won that fight, so I don't know, man.
The problem with this is it's in the Apex. Like Hyder and Amil should be fighting in front of a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a hard fight to call, honestly, because I like Hyder, but I also think Gomis like what?
The hiding Hyder.
Gomis versus the Weasel. I could see Gomis just like running away and winning a shitty decision. I could see that happening. I don't really like watching him fight, man, to be honest with you. He's not the most exciting guy, but he's effective. Cody Brundage, Ryan Loder. I think Ryan Loder will be like a minus 600 favorite in this fight. Is that fair to say?
I think you're crazy. I think we'll be much closer than.
I think that he beats him up and finishes him in the first round. I think he'll take Cody down and ground. What do you guys think? I think Brundage gets destroyed. What do you guys think?
I think Loder will be minus 200 or something.
I think people will max bet him, dude. I'm pretty sure at minus 200. I think Loder's going to be. It might open that way. It's possible, but I think people will just bet on him because I think Loder. I know Brundage on paper has the wrestling, but we've seen him get taken out. We've seen him get submitted. We've seen him get knocked out. Loder gets on top of him, ground and pounds him, maybe submission. If anyone has any thoughts about this fight, let me know. But I mean, I don't like giving my picks, too soon in advance. But I think Loder just makes this look easy. All right, fight of the year, Marcel. We got Sean O'Bannon taking on Puja Tomar. No, I'm kidding. So this fight, it's the first fight for London, I think.
Yeah.
This one. So that card's the main event's Leon Edwards. Do you have any intel into who's
no idea. I don't give a shit, to be honest.
Do you think it's gonna be Leon and Masvidal? Do you think?
No. It's always the same, man. With one, always the same fighters, always the same.
It's going to be Leon in main event and then Paddy Coleman. Is that what it's going to be?
Probably. It's just boring me the fuck out. It's all the time the same, all the time.
Yeah. As far as this fight goes, I could care less. I'll just say that this women's fight. I want to get this comment from Antoine. RJ Barrett had 37 points. That's amazing. I didn't see the game. I didn't see. I watched the game on Friday, Antoine, where they lost, but did they win tonight? They won by 3. Nice, awesome. I didn't see the game. Obviously, doing the podcast here, so it was a little difficult. There was a couple upsets. The Cavaliers also beat the Celtics. That's an upset. All right, cool. Let's go to the next fight here. We got Sean is sponsored by Connor's Forged Irish Stout. Okay, Connor's former Forged Irish. I mean, what's going on with him, anyways, right? Let's go to the next fight here. Kevin Holland, Reinier. I think Alex broke this fight. Yeah, he did. I think this is just a bad fight for Kevin Holland. Am I crazy to say that? What do you think?
I think it's a weird fight, to be really honest, man. Kevin Holland can knock him out. That's a possibility. But at the same time, Reinier can take him down and can submit him. So
it's a middleweight too, where Reinier will be bigger, right?
Yeah, it's just a weird ass fight. I think it's probably a good fight for Reinier, but I don't know, man. I mean, I like Reinier, but at the same time, he got to finish in the last fight, but it wasn't great, So I don't know. And Kevin Holland is also hit or miss all the time,
Yeah, I agree. All right, I think this might be the last one. Yeah, this one's a new one. Saeed Nurmagomedov and Vinicius Oliveira. I love this fight, Marcel. Great fight. It's a tough one to call. I think either I can win. Any quick thoughts?
I think Saeed wins. I don't think it's even close, to be really honest, but we'll see. I like Vinicius a lot, but I think he's...
Yeah. By the way, sorry, I forgot about this fight too. Abdul Karim Al-Zawadi and Jordan Levitt. You broke this fight.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Do you think Jordan gets cut if he loses?
I think there's a possibility, but I'm not sure, man. I mean, they can also always use him for the Apex cards, in Vegas, because he trains out of Syndicate. So
true. Yeah, they probably won't cut him then. That's a good point. Call him up, right?
Yeah.
On this one too, Terrence McKinney and Demir. Again, I think we talked about a little off air. I thought Demir was actually cut from the UFC. I was surprised to see this fight. Demir can win if he survives. I think Terrence probably finishes him.
Terrence will go full blast early on, probably.
He says he's changed his ways. That's what he says.
I mean, I know, but but at the same time, old habits always appear.
I know. I like Terrence, though. He's a good dude.
Yeah, me too.
I hope he wins. I really like him. He's just a good guy. And I think this might be the last one, actually. Muhammad Naimov and Khan Ofli. Alex broke this one. Alex has been killing it with the news.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ofli guy, he got finished, right?
By Myron Santos knockout.
It's kind of a weird fight then, isn't it? This matchup?
I mean, Naimov lost to debutant Felipe Lima, although
Lima's good, though.
Yeah, I agree.
So 3-1 versus 0-1. It's just odd. It was just like Naimov's last fight with that Mexican dude, right? And it was like a weird fight. What's the guy's name again? You know the guy I'm talking about?
Which one?
Eric Silva or something? Is that his name?
Yeah.
It was like 0-2 versus 3-0 or something, or 2-0. It was so weird, right?
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's to get Naimov back on track. And
probably
a chance to get the first one.
Saudi Arabia too, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I think you broke this one. Yes.
Yeah.
Jan Kutlov and Ivo Aslan. Jarno tagged him.
I mean, Jarno knows Ibo, so
from Turkey. Yeah. Ibo probably wins. Ibo
I think Ibo is from actually Ibo is he fought out of Austria before. He's Austrian Turkey. So I mean,
Ibo is going to be a big favorite here, right?
I think so too. Yeah.
And then we talked about that one. So that's it for the fight announcements. I'll take a couple last comments, guys. I do want to get out of here though. I'm tired and it's been a long day. You guys, I'll take this comment. Do you guys think Tatiana Suarez is a long title reign? No, because she barely fights. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. They got to get that fight booked with her and Wei Li Zhang. It's just ridiculous. Why do you think the UFC isn't booked Saudi with Israel lightweights? No, is he Palestinian or something?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I don't know, man. But he's going to fight. Who else is Palestinian? Bilal?
Nathan Levy.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, it's true. I thought he was Israel. He has the flag and everything.
Yeah, he's Australian.
I have no idea. Anyways, did they already book Terrence? Any visa issues? I'm not sure, but he should be good to go now.
I think Damir has visa issues. That's why his fight against Balaji Oki got canceled.
That's what it was. Year. There you go. If you don't live in the Netherlands, where would you like to live, Marcel?
Probably in the US. It makes a lot of sense.
Canada.
I mean, fuck Canada. Just kidding. Yeah, Canada would be good as well. But you guys have Trudeau, so I don't know.
Yeah,
just kidding.
No, you're not wrong. They gave Naima preferential treatment for being in Tajikistan. Yeah. The more I watch Sopranos, the more Tony reminds me of Dana. I mean, does Dana take people behind the bar and shoot them? I don't know. No, but I haven't seen Sopranos in probably like 15 years. I have all the seasons on DVD, but it's an amazing show. You know,
I love the show. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name again? Who's also in those mob
Michael
movies?
Imperioli.
No. He's not a Sopranos, but he kind of reminds me of Matt Sarah. What's his name again? He also plays in Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci, yeah, from Goodfellas. Yeah.
He reminds me of Matt Sarah.
Dubai would be a cool place to live. Yeah, probably. What state would you live in, Marcel? I don't know if Marcel's given it that much thought. Have you?
What state?
What state?
Oh, what state would probably somewhere? I would
Probably
go
Vegas,
probably.
Right? Wouldn't you live in Vegas?
I would go West Coast probably because I have family there as well. So
you're probably better off in Vegas just because of the fights and stuff. But I'm telling you, man, as a bigger boy, you're gonna sweat your ass off there, bro. It is hot. True. It is hot. Delia and Nemkov. Oh yeah, that did get booked. We didn't. You don't put the. Have you ever thought about putting Bellator or PFL?
No, not on Instagram. Not on Instagram because people are used for the UFC and the Instagram. The thing is, like, I think that one of Delia's teammates or coaches came out and said that it's not true that Delia couldn't take the fight, that he's injured. So that Bellator PFL announced it while it shouldn't have been announced yet. That's what
I have no clue. I wrote that.
I read that.
I trust Marcel on this one. All right, guys, let's finish up here, Marcel. That's the end of today's podcast, guys.
Shouldn't trust me. I'm a dick.
Yeah, so. Yeah. We appreciate you guys joining us, though. We went about 2 hours today, so really appreciate everyone joining us. We're gonna get out of here. We're back next Sunday, guys. Like, share, subscribe, talk to your friends about it, tell them about the podcast. We'll do the UFC 310 recap, UFC Tampa preview. I should mention I'm going to join the boys at Sports Interaction again for the
Hanging
live
with
stream.
The boys.
Yeah, next Saturday. So I'll drive down to Toronto and do that with those guys. Also, bookies.com got my best bets coming out this week. And yeah, hope you guys have a great week and talk to you guys soon. Once again, sponsored by 105. Appreciate them. MMAOB.com. Talk to you guys soon. And
true.
Yes, to answer this question, we're figuring it out, but it'll be the same schedule, I think, at this point. So we're
going to do it.
We're
going to do it next week before the last card of the year. Not just kidding. After it.
No. Yeah, it'll be the week after. So, anyways, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Peace.